I'm back with my Magic Realm playthrough, Amazon through Woodscroll, and we're on to the 9th character, the Pilgrim. And I'll be honest here, this is actually the 5th time I'm trying. First 4 times I died early, the first week or so of the game, so those playthroughs are not going to make it to YouTube. Hopefully we'll do better today. We'll see how it goes. Now, the Pilgrim is one of my favorite characters. They are very vulnerable early game, as I've been experiencing, but they can be very powerful in the mid to late game, assuming things work out well. They have 2 special advantages. They have heavenly protection, which means demons and imps can't attack the Pilgrim. And they have learning. They roll 1 die instead of 2 for all reading runes die rolls. Let's go and get started. We're going to start at the chapel with our allies, the Order. And we have a couple options here. We get 1 spell slot. And what I've been doing, so Control Bats is a good choice here, but instead I'm going to keep with my strategy. We'll see if it works. And I'm going to take Small Blessing, which is a type 1 spell, requires white magic, and it gives you 1 roll on the wish table. We don't have to enchant any of our type 1 chits here because we're starting at the chapel, which always has white magic. So yes, we're done. We step our victory points in a pretty normal way here. 1 gold, 2 notoriety, 2 fame. And let's hit go. And we'll let the game set up the board. Now, let's take a look at where we start here. So where is the chapel? Right here in Evil Valley. So there's a bunch of woods back here, not much around there. If we go this way, we hit Borderlands, deep woods. Looks we can go through there. We go this way, we can get to potential ledges. Go through the caves and find our way to cliff here. So we have some options. Ruins looks like you can get to as well through these caves here. So we do have some options for some places we might be able to find some treasure. Now what I usually do for these games is I start off doing a few trades, see if we can't get something good from the Order. And I'm going to throw a hide in there as well because there are native groups that show up at the chapel. The Patrol and the Lancers. The Patrol is not a big deal with their big slow workhorses that I can run from, but the Lancers on their ponies are a problem. So what we'll do is record for day 1 3 trades and a hide. Send that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to trade with Order HQ here, see what they have. So they have a couple potions, not very exciting. A Vial of Healing and Ointment of Steel. Then they have their usual selection of heavy weapons. What I'll do is I'll just go for that lucky roll. See if we can't get a warhorse for a boon here. 80 gold, won't do it. 80 gold. That's 60. And we do succeed at hiding. Now the Patrol does show up. And we're neutral with them. As I said, we can run from them if they do decide to battle us. We're only neutral with them. So we're going to go ahead and not buy drinks. They do actually battle us, but we're hidden, so not a big deal. We can just sort of hide out for the night. Go ahead and, well, so here's the thing. I guess I do want to cast my Small Blessing spell here. So maybe we are using the ambush rules. So maybe what I'll do is actually try and cast Small Blessing, and hopefully we stay hidden here. Cast Small Blessing. Use our type 1 speed 6 chit. And target the Pilgrim. We do stay hidden. And the roll is I wish you were elsewhere. So this is kind of interesting. We could teleport away. We could teleport away one of the patrol or something if we really wanted to. Do I have to do? Or can I just cancel this? Don't really want to teleport anyone away. It's kind of unfortunate. Looks like I have to teleport someone away. So teleport one of the patrol. And I wonder where they went. That's interesting. So they got teleported away. I don't know where to. But we are still hidden, so let's go ahead and cast Small Blessing again. Using our second type 1 chit. Target ourselves. Do stay hidden again. And we get another I wish you were elsewhere. And again, it looks like we don't have an option to not use that. So I guess we go ahead and teleport Patrol 1 away as well. And again, it's not asking me where I want to teleport them. It's just teleporting them away. We'll see if they're back on the sheet or where they ended up. I don't really see them anywhere. So see, are they here? Yes, they go back to the setup sheet, which is interesting. All right, so we need to rest a couple times here. We're gonna try this again. We're really trying to get the wish for strength result on the wish roll table. So we need to rest a couple times, and then we'll trade and hide. Rest our magic up. Go ahead and buy from the order. Again, just trying to get that warhorse. So we get really lucky. And then we succeed at hiding. Nothing shows up. We're not going to buy drinks. They don't battle us. I get 2 more chances. I don't need to activate anything. We just need to cast our spell. Targeting yourself. And we get I wish for strength. This is what we want. So this makes it so that our next attack that lands has harm T. So it turns our light staff into a very formidable weapon that we can use to kill anything in the game. All right, so we can go ahead and end combat now. So on to day 3. So it's time to head out. So I think we stop in Borderlands to check that out. Potentially we could go through to Deep Woods, actually. Because it's a little better treasure, a better hex for treasure. You know, we have a lot more spaces here. We can actually easily get to. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll move through. We'll come back because I might have to go through Borderlands here. But we'll move through Borderlands and then we'll hide twice. Send that. I think I actually turn on highlight my cursor here as well. All right, so this is day 3. We move straight through into Deep Woods, and we succeed on the second hide. Monster die roll of 2. Nothing shows up. And there is Slither, though, so we did draw 2 heavy serpents. They both came to the sound chit. And Smoke M is dragons, so we didn't draw anything there. So just looking here, I don't think we care about the caves. Could go up into High Pass potentially. Let's go back into Borderlands and check that out. So I think what we will do is just move back here, do a couple hides, We even do 3 hides, or we could do a rest as well. So we do have 1 fatigue chit. So if we do a rest and 2 hides, I think that's reasonable. We'll check out Borderland. So day 4, move back into the Borderland Hex. Rest of our type 1, speed 6 magic chit. And we succeeded hiding. Nothing shows up. So let's see what we have here. So we actually drew, they're goblins here. They come to the howl sound chit. There's 6 axe goblins. We're not so interested in fighting them right now without any armor or a horse or anything. And Bone Sea is going to be largely trolls. Now, a little bit of tricky situation here because we really want to go this direction to find treasure locations. I mean, we could either go through this way. That's actually 2 cave clearings we have to go through to get to the inn and the ruins. Or we have to go this way through 1 cave clearing to get to Cliff, and then potentially through this secret passageway, ledges. I think to mountains here. Mountains is over here. So that would also be through here. So I think we do go to Cliff first. And then from Cliff, we can always go back through past the guard and into the mountains here. And Crag, maybe. All right, so this is going to be a fairly dangerous turn. We need to move in here. I think we move in and hide. It's going to give us, even if the goblins are active, we'll have a chance to be hidden here. So I think that's going to be our best bet. And then we'll have to move out and hide again before we can move into Cliff. All right, so that's day 5. Looks like goblins are not active. It's snakes again. Let's move into the caves here, and we do succeed at hiding. And nothing shows up. There's no snakes in Borderlands. And now we have to move out again and hide. So just slowly sneaking through here. And a monster die roll of 6, which would be bats. I don't think Bones draws bats. So I think we're okay here. On to day 7, where there's white and black magic over the board. If we did need to cast Small Blessing again, we could utilize that. We're going to go ahead and move into Cliff and hide twice to see what's there. Okay, so day 7. And we do succeed at the hide. And we get a spider. So I could kill this spider. So it looks like actually there are a lot of spiders here. There's both Patter and Dank M. The Dank M warning chit drew the spider directly to us, and the Patter drew a second spider to that sound chit. I don't really, I mean, we could kill this thing using our strength. Actually, maybe we do. I'm just thinking, because it's there's white magic all over the board, so we'll have 2 chances to get strength back. So we might as well just smash this spider and then try and get wish for strength again. All right, let's do that. So we have Harm T on our staff. We are hidden. So we can just go ahead and click select unassigned. Select unassigned target. So we're going to target the spider from hiding, so we get to attack it without attacking us. And I'm going to go ahead and just use our fast fight M2 with the 2 effort asterisks. That's going to guarantee a hit and a kill, but we will have to fatigue a fight chit here. And so that happens. We undercut and kill, actually line up with the spider as well. And we deal tremendous harm to this spider, which has heavy vulnerability, and smash it. I think that might be something like 3 fame and 3 notoriety. So we're going to keep combat going here. First, we have to fatigue something. We'll fatigue one of our 2 fight M3 chits here. And now we're going to cast our spell again. We're going to try and get that wish for strength back. So starting with our magic 1/6 and targeting ourselves. I wish for health, which is interesting. That will actually, it doesn't help us with the chit we're currently fatiguing, but I think it does rest up that fight chit. So we have one more chance here. And cast Small Blessing again, using our other magic chit. Targeting ourselves. And we get a wish for strength, so perfect. We're able to smash that spider and then get our strength back. So we can keep on going. We can end combat here. Now, yeah, unfortunately there's no treasure locations here either. So again, we could either try and find this secret passage and then go up into ledges. But I think the better thing to do here is to head this direction and we'll go into the mountains. And then maybe even to Crag if we have to. So you can actually just move straight through here. This is a perfectly safe clearing. And we'll have an extra turn or extra phase here to record, so we'll just rest. So that's day 8 recorded. All right, we move past the guardhouse and we're going to rest up one of our magic chits here. All right, on to day 9. So I move here. I think I'll actually record a search, see if we can find this path in case there's something good up here. And we'll record our 2 hides as well. Okay, that's our day 9 recorded. Let's see how it goes. All right, so move into the mountain hex. We're going to see if we can find this hidden path here. We actually do find it. Great, so we know this path now. And we hide. First hide fails. Second hide succeeds. Nothing shows up anyway, though. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is great. So we have, let's take a look at the setup card for this. We have the Horde, which is a dragon. And we have Stink M, which are spiders. There's actually 1 spider left who could show up. Or it could be a giant. So we have monsters arriving on a roll of 1, where we get this tremendous flying dragon. On a 4, where we get a giant. Or on 5, when we get a spider. Any one of those we could kill with our strength. We would just need to be able to either get that strength spell back or be able to get out of there before something else shows up. So this is a very good find. Horde is a very good treasure location. And looking at our discoveries here, we have discovered the hidden path between clearing 4 and clearing 6 in the mountain hex. So running for day 10, we're going to move. It takes 2 phases to get up into the mountains here, because this clearing is completely surrounded by sort of this mountain terrain. And now the question is, do we need to bother hiding? Because anything that shows up we can kill with our strength, and I think we can do it safely. The only question I have is the length of this dragon's attack, and I think it's just the length is like a great sword. Let me actually just get the rules up quickly here, and we'll double check. So if you go down to this, where's the table? Here it is. And we're looking at the tremendous flying dragon. So the tremendous flying dragon head has a length of 7. So, and our staff has a length of 9. So we should be able to kill this dragon before it can kill us. I think we're perfectly safe against anything that would show up here, at least until we've used up our strength, in which case we need to rethink. So I'm going to actually move, and then just do a couple searches, see if we can't find the horde quickly. So that's day 10 recorded. Die roll 4, I think that's going to be a giant. So we can't find the horde, don't find anything, don't find anything. Okay. And indeed, a giant shows up. We're unhidden here, we could run. But I'm just going to go ahead and kill this for the 8 notoriety and 8 fame. And then we'll decide what to do after that. No reason to alert our weapon. We're just going to go ahead and target the giant. And because it goes by length, the giant's club, I think, is the length of a broadsword. Definitely shorter than the length of a staff. So you don't need to maneuver here. All we need to do is undercut the giant with a speed of 5. That should be easy. We can actually just use the fight M4 here. Anything would work with our tremendous harm. And indeed, he does move, but with a speed of 4, we undercut the move speed of 5, and we still hit. Our length goes first, and we deal tremendous harm to the giant. And that's a dead giant. Now we have a total of 11 fame and 11 notoriety. Because now we have to be careful because we don't have strength anymore. Now we do have an option here. We could go back to this safe clearing here to try and get our wish for strength back. It's going to be reasonably slow to do that because we need to enchant one of our chits to provide the white magic. So we can move over there, and we could we would move, then we would have to spell. We would need to rest. It would take us a couple of days before we could even try to cast the spell for the first time. And we can only cast it once per night, unlike at the chapel, where we were able to cast it twice per night. So it's quite slow. So I think instead, let's stay where we are. I think I do want to try and get the spell ready just in case we're lucky here. So that means a rest, a couple spells, and a hide for day 11. If we get lucky, nothing will show up. We can get the spell cast. Maybe we can get the strength again, in which case we'll be ready to fight whatever comes next. And then we'll continue trying to find that horde. Yeah, let's give this a try. All right, monster die roll of 3, so nothing should show up. So you rest up that magic chit. We're going to do a couple spell prep and spell to enchant the type 1 speed 6 chit. And then we hide. We actually do hide. And nothing shows up. So now we can cast the small blessing here. We get 1 chance. And we're going to target ourselves. Yeah, I wish for health, which is interesting. I think it actually does. I think I might actually have rested one of our 2 chits. But no strength. So we could do the same thing again. Rest, spell, hide. We do need the fame and notoriety. So there's some reason to kind of play this way. It's a little bit slow, but having the dragon show up would be good if we have our strength ready. All right, let's do it again. So it's another rest, another spell, and another hide for day 12. Monster die roll 1, so we will get a dragon. So spell, chanting this, and this is a reasonably important hide. And we succeed. Alright, so we can't run from this dragon. Our fastest move is 4. It is also as a move of 4. So here we have to really consider this. If we do have the ambush rule on, so there's some chance that we could cast and then stay hidden. So like, what are our chances here? We get a 2 in 3 chance that we stay hidden. We get a 1 in 3 chance that we get strength. There's some other chance in addition that we get something like I wish you were elsewhere, or wish for peace, which would end combat. So there are a few outs here, but if we fail all the outs, then we're dead. So we could just stay hidden and be perfectly safe and just sort of head out of here tomorrow and try and cast strength somewhere safer. But I think we're moving a little bit slow. I think we haven't gotten a whole lot done. We do have 11 fame and 11 notoriety, which is not terrible, but I think we're moving a little bit slow, so I'm going to risk it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cast. Oh, and I said we're going to risk it, and then I clicked end. All right, well, I guess we're not going to risk it then. I could try and restore to Birdsong or something, but we're just going to go with it as if I played it the safe way. Which might actually be the correct move here. So we have some options. So we can move out here and try and cast that spell. Try and steal some treasures from under the dragon's nose, but that's going to require a successful hide roll, and if we fail that hide roll, we're dead. So that seems unwise. So, because we can't run from this thing. So I think we do move out here. Do we have anything else we can do? We need a spell, right? No, we already have the magic ready to go. So we just sort of waste some turns here. Not much we can do here. Don't really want to fight the ghosts. All right, so I guess we move, hide. Not terribly happy with that. But now let's try and cast that spell. So we have like a 1 in 3 chance here of getting the result that we really want. And there we go. I wish for strength. That's fantastic. Great. So now we can move back up to the horde and kill this dragon. I guess the worst case scenario here is that giants show up. It would be a giant. Or potentially that third spider. So I guess we hide. Move. That seems reasonable. And monster die roll 1 again. Actually, interestingly enough, the dragon leaves the board because it's day 14 and dragons are active, but we'll come back at the end of the day because we'll be at the horde. All right, play next. So we do hide, and then we move back up to the board here. And the end of the day, We have a tremendous flying dragon here. So again, we can just attack it from hiding. Select unassigned target. And looking to target it with our fight M3, which is faster than the 4, so we can undercut it. And that's a dead dragon. And that's 12 fame and 12 notoriety, so up to 23 in each, which is pretty good. And combat here. So the spider is a problem. If the spider does show up, we can't run from it, and we can't kill it without strength. The giant, if it shows up, we can run from at least. What I'll do is just 3 searches and a hide. We'll just call that as safe as I can get for now without our wish for strength spell. We'll see what we find here. So 3 searches and a hide is what I record for day 15. Let's dry roll a 3, so that shouldn't be anything. And let's see if we can find this treasure location. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And we fail the hide, but fortunately, a die roll of 3 shouldn't bring anything. Yeah, it looks like we're fine. And that. And day 16, I think the same as day 15. So again, 3 searches and a hide. Monster die roll 1. The dragon's dead. So actually that will not draw anything. And nothing. Still can't find the horde. We do hide though. Again, nothing shows up. So on to day 17. I think same as the other days here. 3 searches and a hide, just in case the spider shows up. Monster die roll of 6 would be bats. There are no bats here. Passages. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Finally, 3rd phase of day 17. We do find the horde. And we succeed at hiding. Nothing shows up. So now we can start to loot the horde. I believe there's something like 9 treasures there. So 3 searches and a hide. The monster die roll again is a 6, so another safe day. And yeah, there are 9 treasures. I found the Imperial Tabard. We'll take a look at these at the end of the day here. Scroll of Alchemy. I have to save and restart Magic Realm Speak here. Scroll of Nature. We do hide. So what did we find? We found the Imperial Tabard, which is really nice. Not only is it's a great treasure, which we don't have any great treasure requirements, but not only does it is it worth 17 gold, but if we sell it to the guard, who are 3 moves away, we get an additional 20 fame and become friendly with the guard as well. Scroll of Alchemy, type 6 spells, which we can't cast, but basically worth 10 gold sold. It also is a great treasure if that was a requirement for us. And Scroll of Nature, type 2 spells. Again, we can't cast type 2 spells, but it's worth another 10 gold. So selling all that to the guard or maybe to the guard and the patrol or something would be reasonable. And end of combat here. And I'm going to quickly just save and reload Realm Speak because it's getting slow. Seems like about halfway through the game, maybe a little bit longer, it gets very slow. So rather than dealing with that, we'll just go ahead and restart it. And back where we were. I'm just gonna make these a little bit bigger. Make the map a little bigger. And we're recording for day 19 here. So we found 3 treasures. There's still 6 left, so definitely worth another day of looting, although we are running out of time here, being day 19 out of 28. But we're going to do the same thing, 3 searches and a hide. At least try and get another few treasures out of here before we head out. Another monster die roll of 6, so we're getting lucky. Nothing's showing up. 6 treasures, so we should get something here. Eye of the Idol. Now there's 5. We do find something again, battle bracelets. Nothing from the 3rd search. There's only 4 treasures, and we rolled a 6. We hide. Let's take a look at what we found here. So battle bracelets is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and activate them. This lets us replace the fight of monsters who are slow. I've never actually used these before, but it sounds like it could potentially be useful against the giants who are slow. Maybe we could even use this just to completely negate the giants. And the Eye of the Idol has a type 2 spell on it, and is worth a monstrous amount of gold, 34 gold, which is fantastic. Okay, so that's it for that day. We're writing for day... Sorry, first we have to do combat, but nothing shows up. So ready for day 20, and just take a look at the treasure location here. There's 4 treasures left. We could, with 3 loots, we might be able to get 1 treasure. We're really lucky, maybe a couple off of there. So it's at the point where maybe we want to head out of here. So let's think. We have 8 days left. We definitely want to sell to the guard. I think we've met our fame requirement, but we've not met our notoriety requirement here. And we've not met our gold requirement. Although we have a lot of treasure here we can sell. It's saying that we have a -9 on fame, but I think that's just because of treasures that we own. That gives us a -13 here. They also give us a 24 in notoriety, so that's why we have a 0 on notoriety. But just looking at these numbers up here, we're short notoriety and we've met our fame if we sell all the treasures that are in hand. In fact, after we sell the Imperial Tabard to the guard, I think we'll double the amount of fame that we need, which is great. So notoriety, I think we would get by maybe trying to hire the guard and bringing them to fight something. So can we get to, say, the rogues? Or rogues would be tricky because there's a lot of them. Maybe the soldiers? Soldiers are not easy to get to. Well, to go through these caves. We might be able to fight these goblins too. And then around this way and to the soldiers. Soldiers I think we can take with the guard without too much trouble. There's a patrol, but there's only 1 of them here, so not worth a whole lot. The goblins I think we could probably take. We don't have any armor though. What we could do is trade with the guard first. We could sell the tabard to them, and then we could see if we could get like a helmet or something from them. Because I think that would make it more possible for us to take the goblins safely. All right, anyway, I think we're leaving because I think we're, yeah, day 20 could actually work this out here. So if we, so day 20 would be move, maybe trade. I have to double check what comes to the guardhouse, but I think that would be pretty safe. So that's day 20. Day 21 would be maybe move. Well, actually, sorry. Then after we trade with them, then we spend another day. So like 21, maybe 21, 22, trading and hiring. So let's say this is day 23. Move, hide. Day 24. We could move through here. Then day 25. We can just move. And that leaves us with a couple days to get down to the soldiers here. It's not perfect, but I think it might work. And I don't think we have extra days to mess around at the Horde. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's just double check. The guardhouse, the guardhouse brings the patrol. But again, I'm not too worried about the patrol and nothing else. So we can just move, trade. And I'm using Grudges and Gratitude here. So bringing them this treasure, the Imperial Tabard, which they desire, will make them friendly with us. Just double checking. So we currently have no relationship with them at all, so they're neutral. So they will become friendly, and then we don't have to worry about them battling us. All right, so that's day 20. Send that. Move, and trade. And we need to sell to them. So we have 10 gold. They cost 12 to hire, so we need to have 24. So another 14. Plus maybe another 8 to get a helmet. But we can always, for the helmet, we can always trade some treasure in kind. All right, so the Imperial Tabard will bring us up to 27. So that will actually be enough to get the guard at price times 2. I'd rather sell the rest of these things to the soldiers. So we could potentially kill them and loot them back. So do we need to get enough gold here to get potentially price times 3 though? So that'd be 36, which would mean we need 26. Would be another 10. So we could sell like one of these scroll of nature or alchemy, and that would, just in case we need to say like the second day that we are here, take price times 3 on hiring. That might be reasonable. All right, so let's sell 2 of these treasures. We'll save 3 to try and sell to the soldiers. And so that gives us 20 fame up to 43 and 37 gold. So we can get them at price times 3, and we'll see how it goes. Nothing shows up. So day 21, there's purple magic all over the board. And we want to we want a helmet to protect us against the goblins here, which might be a decent stack of things to try and kill. But dangerous if we don't have any armor. So I guess we trade. I mean, we trade 3 times and then hire. Just assuming we're going to spend 2 days here. We actually trade 4 times. And then tomorrow we can just spend the day hiring. Yeah, this seems reasonable. All right, so that's day 21. And buy from the guard. All right, so they have a poison, penetrating grease. They have handy gloves, which is pretty nice. It's like our existing Fight M3, but it doesn't require any effort asterisks. But I think the armor is most important here, so we'll go ahead and try and get a helmet for 5 gold. Not buying drinks. And there we go, price times 2, good enough. So what we'll do is we'll add an item, and we'll add the Scroll of Nature here. And so that we trade in kind. So that's worth 10 gold. So 0 gold is needed. That leaves us with the 36 we need to buy to hire the guard at price times 3 if we need to. Okay, so we'll say buy item. And that gives us the helmet. Go ahead and throw that helmet on. All right, 3 more trades here. I guess we just, I don't know, we see if we can get a really good deal on the handy gloves, I guess. I mean, it's sort of interesting to try and get a medium weapon like this axe. Allows us to be a little bit more helpful in certain battles. But against the soldiers, we can deal medium damage against them. And with the exception of the swordsman, the heavy swordsman, that should be enough. So yeah, let's just see if we can get the handy gloves for like price times 1. Probably not gonna buy it. But price times 1 would be worthwhile, because we can always resell it. It's price times 2. I don't think we need it. We need the gold more. And no deal. So that's the end of the day. I think the patrol may show up here. Yeah, they're likely to show up, which is actually pretty good for us. Let's not buy drinks. They don't battle us, which is good. If we can hire the guard tomorrow, or price times 2 or price times 3, then we can use them to kill the patrol, which would be great. So running for day 22, I think what we do is we actually trade with the patrol, sell everything to them, and then we do 3 hires and see if we can't hire the guard. We do need to get out of here if we're going to make it to the soldiers, but I think we have tonight. All right, so we're going to sell to Patrol HQ, and we're going to sell all these things. I guess we hold on to the helmet. Yeah, but we'll sell these 2 things. It brings us up to 83 gold, which is more than we need. And 3 hires. See if we can't hire the guard here, base 12. 36, we could just grab them here. Or we could go for the greed and spend another 2 hires. We could get no deals though. So I think we just go ahead and pick them up while we can. And we'll just cancel these other 2 hires. I mean, some chance we could have gotten price times 2, but there's another chance that we could have just not hired them at all. And for the interest of time, I think we want to take them while we can. Use them to kill the patrol. In fact, we need a day, or we would like a day, at least to loot whatever the patrol drops here. We're not going to buy drinks. And we'll go ahead and lure them. I'm going to flip the guards here so that they're on their faster side. They're not in any danger from the patrol. They're heavy and armored, and the patrol at most does medium damage with a sharpness star. That's negated. So I can do that, and I can go ahead and... Actually, I don't think it matters for me to attack this round, because I have the longer staff, so my staff is always going to hit first. It's going to hit the horse, which means it's just going to bounce off the horse. So I think I just basically sit out. Well, I'll take a swing. It's not going to do anything, but there's no reason not to. Let's throw my staff in here with this fight M4. So we should have 3 dead horses here. And we do. So we've unhorsed all 3 riders. They're actually a lot faster on foot here. So their speeds right now are 3. So if we get a little bit more lucky, but I can help out with my staff now. So again, we'll just lure the patrol here in 3 positions. And then I'll select the patrol HQ as a target. And I'll make sure I position my attack to be in a different location than the guard. And we'll just swing with our fight M3 star here. That should all be fine. Looks we got 2 out of 3 of them, so looks like the patrol flipped. So actually I got the kill here because I have a faster attack than the guard, and I undercut and killed patrol HQ. And then here the guard 1 lined up with patrol 1. So interestingly enough, I think I might want to take out patrol 2 myself, just for the multiplier of notoriety. So that means we'll just lure patrol 2 with whoever, doesn't matter. And then I will target patrol 2 myself. I'm going to go ahead and use my faster M2 double star fight here to make sure I get the kill. And I get that doubled notoriety. So there we go. I actually do line up with the patrol, but either way I would have gotten him. I do need to fatigue something here, so I'll fatigue one of my 2 fight M3s. And that's the patrol down, so we can end combat. And they dropped those treasures I sold along with a set of armor. So between the guard HQ and myself, we should be able to pick up a bunch of this stuff. So day 23 is 4 searches. Actually, I do want to assign the hirelings to myself here. Assign them to follow me. All right, I'm going to send that 4 searches. Guard HQ is also going to write 4 searches. And then tomorrow we'll head out and see if we can't make it to either the goblins or the soldiers. So 4 searches here. Pilgrim goes first. So we're looting the clearing. There's 7 things there. I found battle bracelets, breastplates, map of ruins, and a helmet. So we can throw the breastplate on as well. In fact, we can activate the battle bracelets, I guess. We have a spare helmet too. So that's the end of that. The guard is going to do 4 searches. There's only 3 things left. So we need 3 or less to find anything. And fortunately we don't find anything. So I think we're leaving behind some treasures which are worth quite a bit of gold, but that's okay. And nothing shows up. All right, so we have day 24, 5, 6, and 7 to get to the soldiers here. It looks like the goblins actually did go back to the setup sheet, so that they were during day 21. There's a monster die roll of 3, so the goblins actually left the board, which is a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, so what we'll do is we'll actually move here. We can do a couple of searches and then move. Do we need to hide? I don't think we need to hide. So what we'll do is we'll actually do 2 searches and then we'll move here. That will be our day 24, and then the guard HQ can do the same thing. So 2 searches and then 2 moves. Guard HQ goes first. There's a monster die roll of 5. I think that's nothing. We'll see. And finds nothing, and then moves to Borderlands. Again, I find nothing, and I move to Borderlands as well. Monster die roll of 5 doesn't bring anything. So we're on to recording for day 25. And let me just double check that I'm going the right way here. So we want to get to the soldiers, which means we need to go this way. So that means going through the caves and to Borderlands 1. So now I think we actually just have the guard follow me. So I'll move, and have the guard follow me just so we don't end up in different clearings for any reason. Monster die roll of 1, which would be dragons. I don't think bones see as dragons. So we'll see. Yep, no dragons show up. All right, so we're through the caves now. So now it's just a matter of going straight over here to the soldiers, hopefully with enough time to sell to them, and then we can fight them after that. So just move. This is day 26. Day 27 is move, trade. So yeah, we have enough time here. We'll have a day to spare even. I also have the guard HQ follow me. All right, so here we go. Day 26. We move into Dark Valley. This does not connect, so we can't get to the inn easily, but we're heading straight over to the soldiers here. Day 27. So here we want to move, trade. And let's see, I think I want to deactivate this so we can sell it. I might keep a helmet just to keep myself safe here. But I'll sell everything else. So move, trade is what we're looking at. And Guard HQ can just follow the Pilgrim. All right, so here we go. Move over to the soldiers, and we're going to sell a bunch of stuff to them. So I need the staff to help out in this combat. I'm going to save one helmet, but I'm going to sell everything else to the soldiers. That's another 29 gold. We're back up to 80, which is enough. Oh, the woods folk show up. That's very interesting, actually. I don't know if we want to fight both the woods folk and the soldiers. I'm not going to buy drinks here. If we have to fight the wood folk, we have to fight the wood folk. We could fight them back to back, to be honest. I think the wood folk are a little bit more dangerous, to be honest. The interesting thing here is the soldier HQ, I think, is identical to the guard. So you sort of have this situation where if the soldier HQ doesn't flip, then they just end up killing each other. I guess that's just something we have to live with. I guess I take one of the pikemen myself, and just depend on my helmet to protect me. And then the pikemen actually are dangerous to my guard as well on their H6 side, and particularly in round 1 where length matters. We can actually wait for round 2 to fight them, in which case the guard's T4 attack is going to go before the soldier's H6 attack, which should make a difference. Yeah, so let's do that. I'm just going to click next here. And we'll go until round 2. And now we need to lure them, so I'm taking one of the pikemen. Should be okay. I can deal medium damage. I can do so very quickly. I think that's totally fine. GHQ, let's line GHQ up against the other pikemen. Just keep GHQ safer. And then guard 1 can take the crossbowman, again flipping. And again flipping, guard 2 can take soldier HQ. If we're down to 2 guards, then fighting the woods folk gets a little bit more dangerous. We'll have to make that decision in a minute here. Okay, I don't need to activate or inactivate anything. So I'm targeting this pikeman who's on my sheet. And now we do the positioning here. So let me double check here, but the pikeman has speed of 4 or speed of 5. It's going by speed and then tied by length. So if I put a fight M3 here, it's doing light +1 because I'm overswinging, medium damage against medium vulnerability, and I'm undercutting and going faster. So this should be perfectly safe. I don't even need to maneuver. And then the rest of these, I think, just stay how they are. They just want to be on their T4 side. And we'll just hope that we get lucky here. Look, so we got 3 out of 4, but we did lose guard 2. So this was mutual destruction here. They both swing T4 and both undercut, same length, so they killed each other. Fortunately, the crossbowman didn't flip, so here the T4 was faster than the H6, and guard killed the crossbowman before they could get an arrow off. And here, this pikeman moved to a different space, and neither of them undercut each other, so it was a miss. So I can take out Soldier 2 myself, which is what I want to do, actually, because I'll multiply that notoriety by 2, because it'll be my second soldier that I would have killed the same combat. And I'll leave the other 2 out of combat here, so I can guarantee that I'll get that notoriety. So I'm selecting Soldier 2 as my target. And again, I'll just swing my staff with that fight M3, and this should be no problem. Okay, so we got the soldiers down, and it's a question now of whether we want to try and take the woods folk out. I only have a helmet, and the woods folk undercut me on their flip side. In fact, I can click next here. So here, if I flip them, they have an L1 double star side. If they stay on this side, they don't attack. So they're no danger here. But if they flip, then we're in trouble, potentially. And they could actually kill the guard as well if they get lucky. They roll 1 die on the missile table. So, like the Woods Folk HQ to kill one of the guard just needs a 4, 5, or 6. Sorry, 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, 1, 2, or 3, I think. So 50-50 that the Woods Folk kills one of my guard if it flips. I think we leave the Woods Folk alone. I think although the notoriety and you know, the things that they're carrying are tempting, we're probably better off leaving them here. So day 28, we can pick up a bunch of stuff and sell it to them and just get some more gold. So yeah, I think that's what we do. Let's end combat. Running for day 28, there's a million things here. The soldiers dropped a bunch of light weapons, some armor, and the treasures we sold to them. So day 28, we can always buy drinks for the wood folk if we need to. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 3 searches and a trade. with the idea I'm going to pick up whatever I can and quickly sell it to the Woodsfolk HQ. And probably including all this too. Deactivate this stuff here. We sell everything. Maximize our gold. And GHQ, the guard HQ is going to do 4 searches. If the guard HQ goes first, then they can hand off whatever they pick up to me. If they don't, then unfortunately we can't get it. Guard HQ goes first, which is great. So they can pick up a bunch of stuff here. Pick up a helmet, staff, thrusting sword, and another thrusting sword. And then we'll just go ahead and have them trade with us. And they're going to add all those things to the trade. And I'm not going to trade anything back with them. Finish that trade. All right, and that leaves me with 3 turns here to pick up what other things I could pick up. Short sword, helmet, short sword, and then I'll trade. I'm gonna sell to the Woodsfolk HQ, and I'll sell everything to them. I think what I'll do is just buy drinks for them. It's only cost 3 gold, and it'll prevent us from dying to an arrow. Okay, so up to 121 gold, which is fantastic. Actually, it's kind of an odd. I mean, 121. We kind of want to keep every piece of that. Like if we lose 3 gold, that's going to bring us down below the threshold for another 20. No, it's 30. Yeah, another 30. That's really unfortunate. Now I don't want to sell. I don't want to buy drinks because it will reduce our final score. But a score when you're dead is -99, so I think we stick with the plan here. Buy drinks for them. Yeah, I don't have a staff or anything anymore, so we just buy drinks. Sadly. End combat, and that's the end of the game. So we end up with a score of 10, which is a winning game. Happy to finally win a game of the Pilgrim after dying 4 times in a row. So this will probably be the game that I post to YouTube, and will represent the Pilgrim being a reasonably good game here. Yes, we ended up with a bunch of extra fame, thanks largely to selling that item to the guard, which gave us 20 of it. 20 out of the 43. So for a total of 6. And then we ended up with more gold than we needed. 4 points here. I think would have been, I don't know, 5 points or 6 points if we hadn't had to bribe the Woodsfolk at the end there, but happy to have a positive score at the end. So that's it for the Pilgrim. I'll move on to the next character next time I stream. And thanks a lot for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.